Good morning, my friends. I have been wanting to make a video on this for quite some time, and I'm just now getting around to it. And first of all, um, if you know anyone who is taking Ozempic or thinking about taking Ozempic, you might want to share this video with them, and they prove to be something that they need to know. But guys, in this video, I am going to talk about Ozempic and its side effects and how it confirms that carb and sugar addiction is so very real. Stay with me. Well, hey, my name is Susan and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I have been living a ketogenic lifestyle for over a year and a half. You can catch up on my health journey by watching some of my other videos, which I'll have linked on this screen at the end of this video. I am on a mission to help spread the word about what the proper human diet is and how it can put in remission a lot of unnecessary diseases such as type 2 diabetes, autoimmune diseases, inflammation, insulin resistance, and so forth. If you are a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much. And you guys already know you are my friends. Now, guys, for y'all who are already eating the proper human diet to take care of your weight and other health issues, I am so proud of you guys. But for many people, they are getting lured into taking Ozempic and other weight loss drugs. And what is so wrong with taking Ozempic? Well, according to this page that I found, and I will put the link in the description below, here's a list of some of the more common, according to this page, side effects that can happen when taking Ozempic. Anxiety, bloating, blurred vision, chills, cold sweats, confusion, constipation, cool, pale skin, cough, darkened urine. I ran out of fingers, guys, but I have to keep going. Depression, diarrhea, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fast heartbeat, fever, headache, increased hunger, indigestion, large hive-like swelling on the face, eyelids, lips, tongue, throat, hands, feet, or sex organs, loss of appetite. Now that's weird. It can increase your hunger, but also cause loss of appetite. Nausea, nervousness, nightmares, pain in the stomach, side or abdomen, possibly radiating to the back, seizures, skin rash, slurred speech, tightness in the chest, trouble breathing, unusual tiredness or weakness, vomiting, yellow eyes or skin. But hold on, that's not all. Here's some other side effects that are even less common. Acid or sour stomach, belching, excess air or gas in the stomach, feeling pressure in the stomach, heartburn, passing gas, stomach discomfort, swelling, tenderness, or upset. And then if you scroll on down, then they'll kind of mention how, the frequency is not reported, but acute and necrotizing pancreatitis or chronic pancreatitis can be a side effect. And then there is a warning that, hey, risk of thyroid C-cell tumors have been found in rodents when they tested this Ozempic on them. And so therefore it could be a possibility that we could develop a thyroid cancer from taking Ozempic. Guys, here's a video clip. And I say clip, it's more than a clip. I did highlight a couple of stories in it. I am putting the link to the video in the description below if you want to watch the full video. But I wanted y'all to see a couple of the stories here. And in this video, the name of this video is The Effects of Ozempic and Other Weight Loss Injections. It's done by 60 Minutes in Australia. So when they're talking about weight loss, they're going to talk about in kilos. I don't know what the difference in kilos to pounds ratio is, but anyways, point being, there's some tough stories in this video. And I do want to give a disclaimer, guys, that I did the recording of the video segment in OBS Studios, My microphone has an echo. I apologize for that. I don't know why there's an echo. I couldn't figure it out. But when I record my YouTube videos itself, I do it through Zoom and there's no echo. So I'm not really sure how to fix that. I do apologize. I know it's going to be a little bit annoying. Just bear with me, please. All right, here's the video.
You just do not expect to find your daughter on her knees in front of the toilet bowl, dead.
Guys, on this day, April 12th, 31 years ago, my oldest sister was killed. And hearing this lady talk about her daughter here, my heart goes out for her because I remember how it affected my mom when my oldest sister was killed. And while I've never experienced losing a child, I can tell you that's a pretty hard thing to go through. And my heart goes up to this lady right here, hearing her, talk about, her daughter being dead, in front of a toilet there. But anyways, let's go on.
Leonie Margetts knows the distress Sue and Elise Ramsey feel. Her 39-year-old daughter, Naomi Rooney, died in June 2022 after taking Ozempic injections. Naomi was desperate to be a mum and had been told she needed to lose weight to have any chance of falling pregnant.
She was very aware of turning 40 and her options of being a mum were running out.
As an experienced nurse, Naomi had an expert knowledge of drugs.
An experienced nurse, an expert knowledge in drugs.
And their side effects. But even so, something tragic happened after she started using Ozempic.
My first thought through my head was, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. This cannot be real. But things just happened so quickly. And then it was an awful, awful tussle to wrestle her out of the toilet and to get her onto the floor to try and do CPR. Yeah.
And she never regained consciousness?
No. When a partner picked her up, he said straight away that she was blue around her mouth. And there's nothing that I can do to erase that image.
Leonie is angry at the ease in which her daughter got Ozempic. She bought it online after filling out a simple questionnaire and having a telephone consultation with a doctor. Naomi Rooney and Tim Ramsey's deaths are now both being investigated.
Guys, Tim's story is earlier in this video, and I do have a link to this video in the description below if y'all want to watch the entire video. I'm just trying to highlight two specific stories in this.
By Australia's drug regulator, the Therapeutic Goods Administration. But their families want more. They're demanding the TGA make doctors do more to ensure their patients use drugs like Ozempic safely.
How about doctors educate their patients on the proper human diet instead of pushing Ozempic, which is clearly killing people? I don't know. I feel like that's too much common sense there.
Why can't you give them more than guidance? Why can't you tell them, don't do it? Ashley Keenan was the perfect patient to be prescribed Ozempic. The Canadian has diabetes and is overweight. But the drug that was supposed to save her life almost killed her.
I was only on Ozempic for about 4 months when I ended up in the ICU, an intensive care unit, for 10 days. I nearly died.
Ashley suffered what's now emerging as a serious concern, a severe gastrointestinal reaction to the drug.
The doctors told me it was what they call a perfect storm. The side effects of the Ozempic gave me pancreatitis. The pancreatitis caused me to vomit uncontrollably.
Guys, just in case you're not aware, pancreatitis, if it gets unchecked or not dealt with, it will go on to, you can lose your pancreas function and you will effectively become a type 1 diabetic. What in the world, guys? There is, and people choose this drug over a dietary change.
I actually remember one of the ER doctors telling me that he roped in every specialist that he could so that he could try to save my life.
Despite her near-death experience, Ozempic had been doing what it's become famous for. Ashley was losing the kilos. But when she stopped taking the drug and returned home from hospital, she quickly put weight back on. What she did next was confounding.
I'm quite ashamed of this. At one point, I actually went back on Ozempic because I hated how much weight I had regained. And my doctors gave it to me. They said, okay, well, we're gonna monitor you more closely this time.
Oh, yeah. I bet they did give it to you again. They're going to monitor you more closely this time, but they're also going to monitor that money going into their pocketbook, huh?
And after 2 months, I had pancreatitis again. It made me realize, like, okay, this medication is harmful.
Doesn't that show the power of this drug, though? Even though you nearly died, you went back for more.
No, it shows the power of addiction, I think. Well, guys, like I said, I've got the link to this video in the description below if y'all are interested in watching the full video. So, guys, look, that one lady, she got pancreatitis and then went back and did it again and got pancreatitis again because she gained all the way back and she wanted to lose that weight again. Guys, can we not say that this is a testimony to how addicting carbs and sugar are to us? That we are willing to risk our lives to get the weight loss results that we need, but we don't want to change and give up the carbs and the sugar. Okay. The reason why I've been wanting to make this video is because I worked in an office setting up until this past November. And I was a part of the leadership team. And that meant that me and the two directors and the owner would meet, basically on a weekly basis for prayer meeting and, business. And they would always come in with their Panda Express or what have you, junk food, and eat on that. And I would just sit there and watch them eat their food. But in particular, this one director, she would talk about how, she was diagnosed with PCOS and how she has high insulin resistance. And, that means she couldn't lose weight. So she's taking Ozempic. And in the time that I worked with her, she had lost 84 pounds, which, hey, great. She's lost 84 pounds. However, she didn't make any dietary change. She is fully dependent on Ozempic for that weight loss. She's not doing herself any metabolic favors. She's not healing her disease. Okay. She's still eating all the crap. So what happens when she stops taking Ozempic? Well, I guarantee it's going to be much like that lady in that video. She's going to gain everything back plus some. Okay. And she's risking her life for the drug to help her lose weight instead of changing the dietary lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying that to belittle anybody. I'm pointing out the power of addiction, not the power of a drug, the power of the addiction, that we will choose medication with all the crazy side effects, including possible death, before we're willing to change our dietary lifestyle. Guys, let that open your eyes. And maybe for those of you who have made the great step to change your diet, but you're struggling with the cravings, and sometimes you feel like you just want to give in, use this as a tool, guys. Hey, that stuff's very powerfully addicting to the point that people out there are choosing death and disease before giving it up. Let me just not be tempted by this food anymore. I will not go back and eat that again. I won't give in to temptation. It will no longer bother me. that may not be the case. It may bother you from time to time, but let it be a tool to help you resist, guys. It is so insane how addictive carbs and sugar is. Well, my friends, I hope that, this will help somebody out there with giving them some knowledge, and maybe they'll make the better choice instead of taking Ozempic, that they'll say, you know what? You're right. I need to give up the carbs and sugar. It's time to regain my health and do the right thing. Well, my friends, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.